Hello, viewers. I am Jinzo Fire.
And I'm Ryan Aerosmith.
Yes. You may or may not know him. He's commented on my vids before. We're really good friends, but we haven't really done like a video before this point.
Mm-hmm.
We're here to talk about GBA4iOS 2.0, which just released. Damn, was it over a week ago already? Last Wednesday.
Yeah.
February the 19th.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this is just our overall impressions video, just what we think of it, what we think could use improvement. I think I'll let you go first, Ryan.
Okay. So, some of the new features that I know of that are on GBA4iOS version 2 are a new interface,
Yep.
iPad support.
So no more enlarging the screen.
That's right. And it allows you to play Game Boy Color games.
Which is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And also original Game Boy games.
That too, since the original Game Boy Color allowed Game Boy games too. And also, it allows custom skins for playing games in portrait mode.
Unfortunately, they do not have skins for landscape mode yet. I do not know why. I guess actually since landscape mode's full screen and it just has the buttons that might interfere. Then again, I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, another major difference is that games that didn't work before, like, I'll just name a few examples here. Classic NES, GBA remake of the original Super Mario Brothers, it didn't work on GBS 1.6.2.
Mm-hmm.
It does work on 2.0. And I've yet to actually do it, but Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Red Rescue Team, a game I really wanted to try since I'm recently a fan of roguelikes thanks to The Binding of Isaac and stuff like that. But yeah, I can try that now whenever I want to. And also a word to, like, just announcing some future content. A lot of my Let's Plays will be live, since I'll be recording them with my phone while the games are on my iPad, because my iPhone is a 4, and since they're phasing out the 4s and like making all the new ones like the 5 with the lightning cable, I'm basically the 4 is going to be the new 3, and because of that, GBA4iOS 2.0 really freaking lags on my phone. In contrast to my iPad, which is actually a 3rd generation, and it runs like flawlessly on there.
Yeah.
Do you have it for your phone yet, Ryan?
Actually, I do.
And
although I haven't loaded any of my games on there yet.
oh, okay. Never mind. And what's that noise?
That's the air vent.
Okay, because I hear like some noise like really close to the mic.
Sorry about that.
No, it's okay. It's our first time after all.
Okay.
But yeah, like I was saying, I'm gonna be recording them from my phone and that means they'll be live, because even though it might be better in hindsight, not better in hindsight, but it might be better to do post-commentary, but the thing is, Pinnacle Studio, it may be for iPad, but it's not for iPhone, and I do not want to waste my money on some iMovie clone, I guess. Point is, I don't want to do it.
Alright.
And if I capture my phone with my iPad, then the quality's gonna be horrible, probably equally horrible. But like, what choice do I have? I don't really have an actual camera.
Right.
We may as well share some games that we played on it. Like, Ryan, I think I already know some of the games you showed me, but you can tell the viewers.
Okay, like, like, in games like, Mario and Luigi's Superstar Saga,
Yep.
the game seemed a little bit fast back in, 1.6, whatever. But
Yeah.
now in 2.0, the speed kind of issue and playing it on iPad is kind of fixed. And that goes for all games as well.
And when you use the speed up option on 1.6, the game went fast as hell, and battles were damn near impossible.
Yeah.
Of course, they're still damn near impossible if you use the fast forward function on 2.0. But yeah, another good thing about 2.0 is that there's no more sound lag. You can hear the music clearly, and yeah, it doesn't interrupt.
Mm-hmm.
On iPad, anyway. On my phone, it still lags quite a lot, sadly.
Right.
But that's because it's a 4.
Another thing I want to mention, it would have to be, like, the sustain button feature.
Yes.
Sustain button is where you actually let the app itself press the button for you, but this only works on one button only.
Yeah, that's one improvement I would wish. Like, if we, like, say we want both the B button and right on the control pad at the same time, you can't do that.
Yeah.
But it's cool because now you don't need, like, 3 fingers on the screen if you're playing Mario or something, because you can just sustain the B button, and then Mario will always run as if he's dashing.
Right.
I mean, it sure can be a bit off-putting at first because of the added speed and, like, you know, the different control. But still pretty neat.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely an improvement.
Also in games like Sonic Advance, you can just let the player just move straight forward.
Yes, that's something I just discovered earlier today, actually.
Yeah.
And it makes for some interesting gameplay.
Mm-hmm.
There have been times where levels are downright impossible. I know in Sonic Advance 3, Night Carnival, Zone 3, the boss, you cannot beat that with Sonic just moving right. I had to turn it off just for that fight.
Yeah.
And there's also certain platforming segments that are a real pain to do.
Right.
So if you ever wondered what Sonic and the Secret Rings was like in 2D, there you have it.
Mm-hmm.
I also tried it for Sonic Advance 2 earlier, and you can make, you know how when you go super fast and there's like different, like say if Sonic's running super fast and there's different light blue Sonics behind him, like images. You played it, right?
Sonic Advance or Sonic and the Secret Rings?
Sonic Advance 2.
Oh, I did get Sonic Advance 2, but I haven't played it yet.
I know I'm probably gonna get flamed. No, not flamed, but I'm probably gonna get some flack for this, but this is probably because I played Sonic Advance 3 first, but I actually consider 2 the worst of the 3. I mean, it's still a good game. I mean, just out of the 3, it's the weakest in my opinion. I actually find 3 to be better than 2.
Alright.
Yeah, bring out your torches and your pitchforks and raid my house. Oh wait, you don't know where I live, so ha.
Right. And another thing that GBA4iOS 2.0 has now is cheats.
Yes, I actually, with Sonic Advance 2 earlier, I tried inputting well, first I tried Game Shark, I'm not sure if I entered the code wrong or maybe if the code was outdated. I don't know, but it didn't work. However, the game break. Hang on, let me check it since I have my iPad right by me. Code Breaker, I think it's called. Cheat codes. Yes, Code Breaker. I used those codes and they worked awesome. Not awesomely. I don't think that's a word. They worked. They're amazing. I used them. I used them to cheat my way to the 7 Chaos Emeralds for all characters, unlock Amy and the Extra Zone, and just it was that way. Whenever I eventually do a playthrough of this game, I'm sorry if you don't like it, but I'm probably only going to show one special stage and then just go with my cheated emeralds. Those are a pain, absolute pain to get. Okay, probably not the worst special stage in the entire series, but the worst way of getting there. If you played Sonic Advance 2, you know what I mean. On my original copy, I got to the special stage maybe 3 times, and I think I got 1 emerald with Tails, and then I just quit.
And no other emeralds then?
Nope, I just stopped playing. For some reason, I just stopped playing it. And now, for my eventual playthrough, I'll just be showing one special stage. If I can memorize the special rings and Leaf Storm or whatever the place is called, and I'll be switching to different characters for each zone. And wait, why am I spoiling this? Even I'll get to the playthrough when I'll get to the playthrough.
Okay.
Are there any games you particularly enjoy, like, better, besides Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, on 2.0 than on 1.6?
I would probably have to say, this is a tough decision.
Well, if you want me to answer first, because I have an answer, then I'll go ahead.
Go ahead.
Personally, I think on 1.6, the Pokemon games, they handled pretty fine, because unlike a platformer or something, you didn't need, like, multiple fingers on the screen. It's a menu-based game, and the controls were built just fine for that. And they're still great on 2.0. They're no longer, like, covering up most of the screen. Speaking of which, you can adjust the opacity or the size of your controls.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I remember I was playing Donkey Kong, and this was before I adjusted the opacity, and I tried pushing up or left, I can't remember, and I guess my thumb just moved on the screen, and Mario wouldn't move. So I just had to adjust the opacity, and bam, that wasn't a problem anymore.
Okay, I would probably have to say, still tough decision. I would probably have to say WarioWare Incorporated.
Oh yes, that was actually one of my favorite games to play on 1.6, and I've yet to try it on 2.0. But yeah, I have really high hopes for it. Yeah. Hell, I may even do a playthrough of that game, even though it's just a minigame collection, albeit a minigame collection with a twist.
Yeah. I really enjoy how it now runs far more smoothly in 2.0 than back in 1.6.
Yes. Like I said before, there's no lag in the gameplay or audio or anything unless you have an iPhone 4 like me. Which which also doesn't have the fast forward button, so if you're playing like a really laggy game, then good luck to you, my friend. Because you're not getting any faster. Ouch. Crap. Never mind.
You okay?